GMDM guys, so in this video we're going to be exploring how we can create a Solana wallet with that. Airdrop ourselves some Solana tokens, transfer tokens to a different wallet, create tokens with that on Solana, yeah, and then we can check our balance. I mean, it comes with it. So it's basically you getting started on Solana with that. So the backstory is creating a playlist because basically Solana on that is being managed by Espresso Cash, right? But there's not enough documentation on how to use that with Solana. So let's make developing for that developers on Solana pretty much a lot easier. So let's get started. So basically I'm going to create a repository. Oh my bad. Then I'm going to seek into the repository for lesson 1 on our playlist. Right, so let's get into the code. So based on what we have here, we're going to have like a few files like so first we have to like create a wallet, right, and give ourselves some airdrop, check our balance, right. These are like our functional requirements right now. Sorry, check our balance, and we can airdrop ourselves some tokens, check our balance, transfer tokens, yeah, transfer tokens next, transfer tokens of that, yeah, and we'll create our own tokens of that, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So that's going to be our flow, right? Our flow is downwards like this. Sorry. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So we start from keygen.dart. Drop that. Check balance that. Transfer tokens that. Yeah, so after we transfer the tokens, you're able to create your own token. So create tokens of that. Right, so following our convention, right? Because we're going to be using the official DAO package managed by Espresso Cash here. So we're going to be needing the top-spec YAML to manage our dependencies. So let's pretty much just import this. Expect my AI to do this for me, but it doesn't. So right, so let's get into it, shall we? Starting from keygen.dart, we should so then we'll create our entry point. Yeah, so the only thing you keep here is pretty much as basic as this, right? Pretty much has to do with interacting with there's something they call this Solana package. You have to do with list of ints. There's our private key, and then our public key, which is of type public key is basically a base58 value type. So because we're going to be storing our private key for using other files, we're going to be creating a constant to that file, right? So let me just so we're going to have a static const well, let me just private key. It's going to be a list of int as we saw in our key pair file type. So a key pair, right? A key pair is basically so your crypto wallet is like it's like a bank account. A key pair is basically I have my definitions here in my notes. So to create a new key pair, we have to use this method from this package. Yeah. So ED25519, right? ED25519 is a digital signature algorithm where HD means hierarchical, deterministic, and key pair, right? So what hierarchical deterministic means is that on Solana, right? So it is like it has some kind of hierarchy where you have your main wallet, say you have some kind of key pair, and then you have another wallet under it that is like in some kind of hierarchy, right? So if this wallet can be compromised, these wallets are still kind of alright, right? So ED25519 is type of should I say algorithm? Yes, algorithm is a digital signature that is used to create your wallets, right, on Solana. So no, we're not going to be doing that. Just create a wallet. You can just say final wallet, or let's say key pair equals to, we're going to be using the ED2551 dot random, right? Hey, what's going on? ED random. HD key pair. Interesting. Now, this basically creates a wallet for us on Solana, right? But we don't just want to create a wallet, we want to be able to see our wallet and store some values, right? So I'm going to print a few things to the console. So because this is the random is a feature that returns a key pair, I'm going to act on it with some asynchronous yeah. So I'm going to say key pair dot then value. So means when that is done, I want you to do this. So you're going to print a few things. You know what? Let's do it like this, right? Let's use a try block, right? So I'm going to await this dot random dot then. I mean straight up. Then we'll say value. I mean the value is literally a key pair, right? Yeah, so the EI is right there. Then we can print some stuff like wallet generated successfully. Or let's say successfully generated your first Solana wallet with this clean try block catch. Let's do that stuff first. Right, so alright, so we're free. Yeah, that was a little bugs. So now we can print our public key, which I would like us to also save. Yeah, just to be sure. Yeah, print our public key. Now we can also print our private key. I mean, you should never do this, but never do this. Don't share your private key to anybody. So how it works here is that you are going to extract your private key. Yeah, so it's kind of safe, so you can't just use your private key anyhow. So you may want to extract your private key. Exactly. So the secret key is a weighted key, so you may want to go back to, oh sorry. So we can see key pair dot something like extract, right? Or can I just this? Nah, destroy extract. Yeah, so you have to extract it. And so when you extract it, you can now see dot then again. I know it's getting a lot. It's getting really nested, right? So it prints my private key to the console. Probably value dot. Wait, what? I know. Wait, what? All right. Wait a minute. Or does it just work like this here? No, it doesn't. Yeah, you have to extract it. So now we get our public and private keys. So we can check this out by using our terminal. You can quickly say that keygen dot that. And hopefully this works on the first one. Usually it's shared. Right. So we have both our public and private keys, and we're going to be storing them to our museum. Right. So our public key we're going to be storing in the form of string. Show you how to use it whenever we need it. The private key is going to be list of integers. Right. So now I'm going to check the type right now. Set it as a kind of type. Right. So hopefully not in my full private key, but if you do, it's going to be a bonus wallet. So after this video is not going to be useful, right? So now that we're done creating a new wallet, we can airdrop ourselves some tokens. So the process is basically we're going to be using a lot of boilerplates. Import this and create this. So we're going to be copying things very frequently, right? Import package Solana data. Right. So airdrop ourselves some tokens. To airdrop ourselves some tokens, we're going to be needing something that you're going to be seeing very frequently is that you're going to need to connect to the Solana blockchain, right? So we're going to be asking the Solana DevNet for test tokens. These test tokens don't cost you anything, so you can get them for free. Although so we're going to be connecting to the Solana RPCs with something called the RPC URI. Something called the Solana client. Now if you check the Solana client code, it takes in these two URIs and you can specify the duration, sign, sends, confirm transactions. Yeah, you basically use it to interact with the Solana blockchain, right? Yeah. So then next we're going to be, let's just create a function to drop ourselves some token. So first we're going to need to interact with wallet. Now to get our wallet back from the private key, we're going to do something like this. Three dots from private key bytes. Yeah, so here we're going to say constant dot then right. Now we're going to use a try catch block to try to request for an airdrop. Alright, so I mean it's basically just that, as fast as that. Also okay, right. You can see my wallet dot takes in a public key, right? So public key, right? And then lamports, now 1 billion lamports makes 1 Solana. So I believe we're going to be asking how many lamports we want from the faucet, right? They call it faucet. So or we can just use them, lamports per, so they make it customly for us right there. So I mean, because this is going to return a feature of bool or feature of string. Let's check that out. Returns the signature. Right, returns the signature. So we can check out our transaction on chain that we have received, I believe. Right, so then and then we can do some complex computations here. So hopefully this should work. There's a new wallet. Yeah, so that's I dropped the that. Okay, okay, I did not call it here. Airdrop there cannot be assigned. Right, so it's going to await it's asynchronous. That works. Sharp. This should work. By the way, I flex my startup village merch. What's a startup village? Flex my merch. Right, let's check that out. Yeah, so as you can see, I've been created one soul, and I believe this is what creates our wallet on chain too. Yeah, I believe. I mean, mostly. So now that we've done that, let's check our balance. Yeah, let's check our balance. The boiler code for airdrop tower is still relevant here because we're going to be interacting with the blockchain again. We're just going to be changing this, right? Instead, we're going to do check balance, right? I would like this return a string int. No, we should. Right. So I'm going to put the game to an client. Taking the key pair wallet again. Yeah. Yeah, so getting what balance with that with Solana package comes in two ways. You can get so balance, or you can get balance for an SPL token. So I like to implement this in one function. Yeah, so we're going to create SPL tokens, right? If you want to use SPL tokens, it takes in a string or a public key, I think, but an address basically, and there's taking an optional string here. Token address. So if there's no token address, just let's do it in a try block. So if token address that can be shitty, right? Token address is not equals to no. I want to token address is, if it is not no, then I want to, from the client, connection to the blockchain, get token balance. I believe that's it. So the owner in this case, so the mint is your token address. Wait, it takes in a public key. Yeah, so it's a public key. Yes. And then the owner should be the wallet. Right. That's very basic stuff. Right. Yeah. If token address is not null, else when it is null. Yeah, so connect to the client, Solana blockchain. Then we can get right. I don't know why this is like this, but this you can just basically get wallet to it takes in so this works, right? This works, but we need to put something to the console to be able to like, oh, this is our current balance, right? This is a future, and this is a future. So we're going to do .10 on both of them. Return their value when the feature is completed. So take balance, value the amount is that a 10? I hope it is. So this amount is going to be in Lampots. Yeah, it's going to be in Lampots, I believe. It's going to be in Lampots. We're going to leave it like that. 1 billion Lampots make one, so should have converted that. Yeah. So for wait, what? Where did the code go? So confused. Right, okay, so then value value oops. value. Interesting. So now we should hope that this works. Check balance. Oh right, again we did not call it again. So it's going to be empty. Sorry, my bad. Right. So yeah, as we saw here, we received one soul, and for those that don't know, this circle is the initial. That's Solana's emoji. Yeah, I learned that from Mad Muffin. Yeah, so we received one soul. This one is in yeah, it came in Lamp so, but then the AI, what's the name? Copilot, yeah, Copilot already divided it, did the calculations for us. So yeah, so we've checked the balance. Now we can make some transfer. Let's transfer some soul to a friend, or we create tokens first. Let's transfer. Right, so balance. So because of the boilerplates we're going to be using again, let's just copy that, delete this stuff. Right. So again, we're going to be needing our Solana client, or yeah, we're going to be needing our wallets. That's the sender and the receiver this time. So we shouldn't do this yet because we're just going to be sending SOL for now until we create tokens. Then we can come back and try to transfer SPL tokens out. But try block again. Defensive programming is necessary. Yeah. So just checking my notes. Yeah, so it's very basic again, very basic. Transfer inputs and transfer SPL tokens are two different things. Right. So we're going to implement it. SPL tokens. Yeah, so sorry, if token address is equal to wait here, token address is not equal to null, it is not null. Token address is not null. I'm just going to transfer SPL tokens, right? Transfer SPL tokens. Mint is the token address. Destination is the receiver's wallet. Amount, say, okay. Owner is my wallet. Yeah, my wallet. Owner takes in a key pair, right? That's straightforward. Pretty much it. It's a feature of string, so we're going to be like, then it's for it to complete. So again, if you return the signature, I believe the string. Let's just confirm that. 184, return what? Still not confirm transaction. Message signers unsigned. Wait, I'm lost. What's like the major because you're seeming to be like there's not a different time frame of okay, so I want to do this to send a confirm transaction, right? And it returns a signature again. Returns transaction ID. Yeah, that's the transaction ID. So I want to also print that. Check your transaction. I don't know why I'm putting this red lines. Honestly, I don't know. So value. transfer SPL token. But then oh my god, sorry. Cut your stuff. Right, so basically implement the same thing. If token address transfer import, yeah. So it's from my wallet going to receiver's wallet, and then how many lampots? Basically 10,000, maybe that's 0.0001 Solana. Okay, I think the least you can send is about 2.5 million. Yeah, so I'm send like 3 million, 30k, 300k, 3 million. Yeah, because we need to pay for something they call rent. Rent is basically rent exemption. It's basically paying for computing it on the Solana blockchain, something like that. So basically paying for your own space, right? Paying for your space, so you don't. Yeah, let's not just check out rent. Yeah. So now I'm going to call transfer token. Yeah, and I'm going to use my receiver wallet as everybody can see. Sorry. So my balance over here is 9.9 Sol. Here I'm going to just so let this receiver wallet be like let be a string. Right. So from here we're going to say, yeah, basically that's what we're going to do. So we're going to get our ED259 thing, yeah, from base 58 function utility. Basically helps us to take our string public key and convert it to like this data type. This thanks to Espresso Cash for implementing that. So helpful. Yeah. So we're going to try to do that now on that transfer tokens. That shouldn't take that long, honestly. Well, it's probably network. So. Oh my god, I did not add them. Oh shit. Value. Let's not forget. Honestly, pretty much going to do is do this. Right? Pardon? Just do this. So transfer tokens. I believe it should be just value and special. Yeah. Yeah. So, but we should be able to see an addition over here. 9.94. Still history percent option. So if you want to follow along, if this is too fast, just check the description somewhere on this video for the GitHub link, so you can just get the code directly. Right, so let's check that out. Nice. Yeah. So the fee is about 5k lampots. Yeah, since very minimal. Yeah, so if we check here, since it's so minimal, I mean 0.003, right? Pretty much it. Yeah, so now we're going to create our own tokens, our own SPL tokens. Big kudos to Solana and Espresso Cash for keeping up with this for maintaining this package, honestly. Picking our boilerplate, void create token. So for this, obviously again I'm going to need our Solana client. So this one works in a very interesting way, right? We're going to need our Solana client, we're going to need our wallet. What else? Let me check my notes real quick. Yeah, that's pretty much what we need. So this one works in a very interesting way. First of all, we need to mint token, right? Mint token. Oh, sorry. So when we mint the token, we're going to get our associated token account for our wallet. Yeah. Then we're going to when we mint the token to ourselves, right? I think I made this search right here. Connect to the cluster. Generate the necessary blah blah blah. Yeah, we're going to generate the key pairs for the token. Generate a new key pair for the token. Mint it. Then associate the token account. And we're going to mint the token to the token account here. That's basically what we're going to do. Yeah, so let me get that into. I mean, it's not exactly the same for. It's exactly the same for So following that, generate a new key pair. Honestly, I wouldn't want to do this in there, right? Right. So now we're going to create a mint account. Okay, I think we're going to use let me just check my notes real quick.
Because they are the first people to message us and actually say this. That is right.
Yeah, so
if it was what you get this guy that way, we shouldn't even think about it. We should actually still be people. So let's not talk about that.
the mint authority is who has authority to mint these tokens in case of events where you need to create new mints of the token over and over again, mints for more supply. I want my wallet obviously to be the mint authority, right? Text and key pair, not public key. Decimals is usually 9, as in how many decimals your token is fractionized into. So for NFTs it's going to be 1. So for 9 now, if I'm minting the token and I say okay, I'm minting a billion lampots worth of this token, that's one token. So that's how it works basically. So now we're going to try to get our ATA, right, for our wallet, right? This should be my wallet. Then it should be the main address.
You just keep posting different stuff to you. They have bounties for.
Yes, it's commitment.
They have bounties for writing. They have bounties for music. All those things that they are doing, most of them, they don't use it.
Yeah, the freeze authority. I mean, in this context, is not necessary.
It's just there. I think that maybe recruiters just come and maybe look at this place. I think that recruiters will just come and maybe post something that they want to do or something that they just go now.
Right, so this is turns out it's not necessary.
So they just bring up
National.
interesting.
So this we should do in this, right? We should do it in here. But let's continue. So now I've minted, right? And we are getting our ATA. Now our associated token account is an account that is going to help us to hold this token in our wallet. So every token in your wallet has its own account. So the associated token account is the account that is associated between the token and the wallet, right? I mean, it's kind of literal. So now we're going to initialize the mint, right? So the mint in this context is it takes in public key. The founder is my wallet, right? Okay. Owner of the associated token account. My wallet. Makes sense. I like to make my things a little bit slower sometimes. So So now that we are trying to create an associated token account, this is only an instruction. We're going to create ATA. We're going to actually let this account become live by signing a transaction with it. Right, so let's say away associated token account. Right. This is not. Yeah, so
there's some people that have changed their life. This thing, I was wondering, like, why didn't they campaigns for that?
I'm going to send a confirm transaction. Message is going to be message the only instruction here is going to be ATA.
Now they will give you the money bit by bit. If you're actually serious, they'll give like 10k this milestone. Achieve this and you get the rest of the next milestone. So now it's not true. The other time they just pull it for 7 months or half. And choose to pay yourself 60k per month. And choose to go buy about some. This now I just stop the project. Just think of something very good. Change your life forever. Yes. Honestly. It's like
Fixing an
4 years
instruction.
or like a year or so to get that much profit for yourself. You know. It's not better to just run your around like
Alright, so let's try to figure this out. Alright, so according to our script, initialize the mint, create a mint account, create an associated token account, mint the tokens to the associated token account. Right, so to mint the token, the mint here is going to be mint destination, mint with our associated token account. It's fixing the public key. This is a string. So we're going to say let's mint 9 billion words, yes. So basically, from our follow-up from our guide, which is obviously wrong because I've done it before. This is how it works, right? So you create a mint which works and get your associated token account. But basically, when I did this, something I calculated associated token account equals find.
Yeah, no, please don't make it. Just understand the whole concept of smart contracts. Is there any current exchange that is used for like how
Right, so it's just a function on its own. Find associated token account address. Yes. For email address. Right, so there is no associated token account yet. So we can send a transaction, try to. The message here is going to be right, so we're sending a transaction to create our associated token accounts on chain. Just to clear it up. Alright, so this should be sending the transaction, I think. Probably. Yeah, so it does the send and confirm transaction for us. There are two ways to do it, apparently. So if you want to do it manually, we can use the affiliate token account. Yeah, dot create account. Then we'll do the client dot send and confirm transaction ourselves. Then the message will be the message will be create. That should work. Yes, an instruction. About the error now is okay. Yeah, so that works. Not so much. But I hope this should work. So return string. I mean, if it doesn't work, we're going to fix it, obviously. So this is provided owner is not allowed. Create program with provided owner is not allowed. That's new. Okay, so you give us 930 ATA create a share token account. Interesting. So mint address. So the mint is the mint address. Founder is my wallet. Owner is my wallet. Let's see. So mint tokens. Yes. Right. So calculate this. I mean, it's not necessary because this guy already sends and confirms it for us, I believe. Right, I believe. The value is not used. Create a share token account. Yeah, I did it twice.
Yeah, no. That's not saying. I'm saying because Flutter now, you guys really need to listen to yeah, I'm saying that new Flutter is not like so it's being limited to exchange units. Not my so it's a good idea. But Flutter exchange, so anytime you see the design, it's very cheap. No, I get me. I don't have so far. So now when I see and say, okay, looks like this. Because they reached out to actually.
Yo, can't believe this. It worked. Nice. Yeah. So in my personal implementation, I used the other method, but over here, I'm glad that it worked. I mean, so glad it worked. I'm not gonna lie. Right. So now we can test our check balance. Mm-hmm. 0.9 tokens. So that was 9 billion. 9 billion lampots for 0.9 tokens. Let's make it 9. Whatever. You can test our check balance. To check balance with the token address now, right? And then we'll test the transfer. Sorry. 20 takes a public key, like a string, right? Then right, so we can say that check balance is that. So you should be able to return and this one doesn't return in lampots, it returns in lampots. My bad. Right, so now try to do that. Let's transfer transfer tokens takes the token address yeah, so oh, there's no string, that's crazy. String please, thank you.
But then again, but then again, it's easy to work for. I mean, it's easy to work for. Yeah.
There is no associated token account for address this. So it's interesting, right?
That's what she does.
Mint, destination, amount, owner memo. So I believe this should be because it's because of how much you're sending. I mean, we probably need to create more tokens, mint more tokens, right? Need to make more tokens.
Send me that it's a test where you're seeking test key. Send to the invoice.
Right, so try to transfer some more. Right, so for this to work, we have to create an associated token account for the wallet first, then we'll find a way to do it, right? So just to implement that so quick, create an associated token account for the token address, right? Token address, oops. Mint is a public key, so I'm going to take from base 58 the token address founder. Now it depends on who is the founder, but for now let my wallet be the founder, right? So yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's try it again. I'd love to calculate it first. Oh, let's see the token account. Represents instruction provided owner is not allowed. This is interesting. And that's it. Oh, am I passing the account address wrong? This video is getting very long now, so and quickly
I heard rumors that someone got from us once. That's you watch the quiz, right? I heard someone got from us once. Very 5 minutes times, no thoughts. No thoughts. It's not about asking you, it's about knowledge. But check for some people have I'm talking about different thing. I'm talking about
provided owner is not allowed. 972.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
But every
I know 972 over here. 937.
you have to be, you have to have something that's fitting.
What? This one applying, this client, this client.
Yeah, because
Nah,
honestly,
this
that's
don't touch here. Nah. So I tried to create a set account for a different wallet. It doesn't take keep here. What is it? Right, so I said the phone that should be my wallet, right? So I think the issue is
say you need to move online, right? Because this is not the insurance, the expensive insurance.
I think I can't do it because of this keeping. Because I should be able to make sure I should be able to receive tokens from people without having to. I feel like sending enough supply of this should cover for rent. Why is the owner even my wallet? Yeah, transferring this to your Right, so this point, no, this should better work. Provided owner is not allowed. So I try to get connect to you, right? Try to get connected with the public key. Right. Reserve wallet. Right. So wallet in this case is yeah, that's it. And the token address is this. You press send. No, this is crazy, man. This is crazy, man. Whatever. Crazy, man. Let's try. Let's cut this shit up. Straight up.
I had that basically just build just yeah, you know, just basically just a new course. No marketing, only marketing for your website, your promotion, how you can make it easy for you to so just make it marketing for your website, clicking buttons, do those things. So yeah, but then the new systems, I say so much. But then just we have stuff right now. Yes, at that point to sustain it. Let's talk about this one. Let's talk this one straight. Let's talk this one straight. Because let's talk about this. Let's not to the
Oh, finally, man, finally. I don't know what this error is, but I look into it. Probably create a PR or something. But yeah, token works, man. Token works. Our token works. You can see it on the Explorer. It works. Yeah, GG guys, G for G. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it, guys. Thank you for watching this tutorial. I'm gonna make it as short as possible. So up next, probably some cool stuff, you know. Let's go. Thank you.